a free accounting software for your business. Hi guys, this is Jess Alcaraz. I teach people accounting, business, and financial literacy concepts. And for this video, I'll be sharing to you an accounting software na pwede mong gamitin for your business. So if you have been following me in the past few months, then you are already, I hope, no? I hope you already appreciate the importance of accounting. Kahit basic lang na knowledge and application of accounting sa mga businesses nyo, as simple as monitoring the sales, the expenses, monitoring whether or not you're making profit. So, napakalaking bagay na po yun in managing and running your business. And one way to do that is having an information system that tracks all of those accounts. For a lot of business owners, they use Microsoft Excel because yun yung alam nila. And then for those na merong accounting background, they would prefer to use accounting softwares. The problem is that most accounting softwares are not for free. Ang pinakasikat is the QuickBooks Online. And then there is a monthly subscription. I think it's around $30. Yung pinakamura if I'm not mistaken. So that's around 1.6 to 1.7 depending on the conversion rate of our peso to the US dollars to peso. Or if meron namang free, medyo limited lang din yung mga features. So this software that I will be introducing to you, I stumbled upon it way back in 2018. And yeah, nung 2018 pa lang, I already appreciate the simplicity of this software. Although it has some drawbacks, but the fact is it's a full featured software that is for free. So without further ado, let us go into the demonstration. Okay, so you just go to your browser and type manager.io. And yeah, it's a free download. Okay? So meron siyang free version which is full feature pero offline lang siya. So kung saan mo siya in-install na laptop or computer, then dun lang din nakasave yung mga transactions mo. However, if you wanted to have an access sa mga files mo, regardless of where you are, so long as meron kang internet, then you can buy the cloud edition. Basically, it's just the manager software, but you can access it online. So, ayan. It has a multi-user access. So, you can have a portal or an account for your cashier, for your inventory custodian. Basically, you can restrict, no? You can restrict access depending on the person who you will grant access to. Anyhow, so you just download the free one. No need to pay for this paid version. And it will download an installer. Then you just install it in your Windows. And once meron, na-install mo na siya, then you can open it here. So ito yung itsura ng application. So we just open. Medyo laggy yung laptop ko. So just wait for it to process. Ayan. So medyo maraming no, maraming mga clients in the past na nagpaturo on how to use this one. Okay, so if this is a newly installed manager, if this is a newly installed one, then wala tong laman. Okay? So the first thing that you have to do is you have to add a business. So you click this business and then you create a new business. Or if you have a backup file, then you can just click import, then choose the file, and then look for the said file. Example, ito. Then import business. Then you can immediately import the records that you have in that existing. So, I think saan bang bago dito? I think ito yung bago. Hahaha. So, ayan, wala siyang laman. So, the first concern about this software is that you have to set it up first. So, you can go to customize, tapos pili ka dito ng mga features na i-add mo or gagamitin mo. So, may nakalagay naman dyan na popular. You can just click them. So, every time that you click these features, may madadagdag sa mga menu. Okay? So, you just click the popular. Kasi nga, popular sila. Ito yung features na typically ginagamit. And aside from checking or adding those features, you also have to go to the settings and customize the chart of accounts. So here, kung nakikita nyo, walang laman si assets, liabilities. Equity, merong isa, retained earnings. So you have to add certain asset accounts, liability accounts, equity account. Walang ano dito, walang capital account for our starting capital. If you're a service business, you might want to edit the revenue accounts. Okay? So basically, meron akong ano dito, meron akong na-set up na account. So if you notice, marami na siyang menu. Ito yung mga na-check ko na mga features. Okay, so you can add customers, you can add suppliers, you can add inventory items, you can add employees, fixed assets, and all. Bank accounts, you can add bank accounts as well. So, for example, if you go over the bank accounts, meron akong nilagay dito na cash in bank, BPI, cash on hand. So, if you have GCash, you have Union Bank, you have Land Bank, you have petty cash, I don't know, depending on the kind of business that you have, then you can add other cash accounts, yeah, cash and cash equivalent accounts here. Then for the customers, we have here Davao City, Tagum City. You can also add new customers depending on how many customers you have. Sa suppliers then, we can add suppliers. So meron na akong din in-add dito, ABC, XYZ. Inventory items, you can add, for example, your merchandising company, you have 5, 10, or 20 items na binibenta. Then you can just add it here. Then employees, you can also have employees. So let's say meron kang 5 employee, you can just add 5 of them. And then pag magpapasweldo ka, you can just go to payslip, Pendol. Then fixed assets. So here, meron akong equipment, service vehicle, and all. So for this video, I'll just be sharing to you how to record, how to purchase goods and to make sale. Okay. So sa purchase goods, you can create a purchase order. Let's say, bibili tayo. Click purchase order and then pipili ka ng supplier. Let's say XYZ Corporation. Okay. Take note, this is still a purchase order and not a purchase invoice. So, order pa lang tayo but di pa tayo magbabayad. So, let's say bibili tayo ng product B. Then, purchase 100 pieces of product B. So, 100. Tapos, lagay natin 79. Okay? So, if you have a receipt or you have some source documents that you wanted to attach for this specific order, then you can just choose file. Okay? Then create. So, lalabas na siya dito sa purchase orders natin. Purchase orders. Okay. So, product B. Now, what if magbabayad na tayo for this particular purchase? So, click view. And then you can also print this one. Okay? Ito itsura niya pag ipiprint natin. By the way, you can customize you can customize the name, ito, mga template na to. Okay, so, you just copy to purchase invoice. Click purchase invoice. Okay, so, wala tayong babaguhin. Let's just add kailan yung due date nito. Let's say the due date is tomorrow. Okay. So, let's create the purchase invoice. Ayan. So, if you go to purchase invoice, it has been recorded. Nakalagay na din dyan kung kailan babayaran. Now, what if babayaran na natin? So click view and then new payment. Okay? New payment. So anong account yung gagamitin natin to pay for this order? So let's say BPI. Okay? Then create. Okay? So automatically, it will mark that purchase invoice paid kasi nabayaran na. And then, if we go to our summary, yung cash natin has been reduced na rin. Okay, for example, cash. So, the payment, ayun, 79, the payment for that particular invoice has been reflected already in our cash account. Okay, now what if magbenta na tayo? Meron na tayong stock ng product B and then we wanted to make a sale. So you can go to sales order, record the order. So sinong customer, let's say Tagum City. And then sale of 25 pieces of product B. So click the item na nabenta, product B, ilan, 5, then magkano, say 100 pesos. Yung benta natin. Great. So we now have a sales order here. So if you go to sales order, that is already recorded. Now, what if we will be sending the sending the invoice to our client. So, copy to sales invoice. Check natin kailan dapat bayaran ng client. Say 28. Okay, then create. So that will add the sales invoice in our records. So let's just wait na mag-load. So if we can go to sales invoice, ayan na, it is already recorded. Sales of 25 pieces of product P. So let's just open it and then if nakatanggap na tayo ng pera, then just click new receipt. Saan pumasok yung account? BPI. Pwede din cash on hand. And then, check nyo na. In the amount, if partial payment, let's say partial payment, 1.5 lang yung binayad. Okay? So that will also reflect in our cash. Sana yung cash and cash equivalents natin. So if you notice kanina, walang laman itong cash on hand. But because of that transaction, nadagdagan na yung 1,000. Nadagdagan siya ng 1.5. Okay? So from customer, Tagum City. And if you go back to your sales invoice, nakalagay dyan na for this particular order, 2,500 yung invoice amount. Pero since 1.5 lang yung binayad, we can monitor na meron pang balance na 1,000. So basically, that's just it for the, yeah, I'll also try to reports. Let's generate a report. So profit and loss statement and then new report. So 28, yeah. Then create. So, ayan na. Sales natin, 2.5. And then, meron tayong inventory cost. So, if you try to click this one, bakit 1,975? Kasi, ang purchase natin for this particular product is 17. So, 25 times 17. Ayan. So, it will automatically papasok sa inventory cost natin. So, you can also change the structure of your profit and loss na meron cost of goods sold ito instead of inventory cost. So basically, that's just it for this video. I hope that somehow it added value sa inyo. And yeah, if you wanted to explore the software, feel free to download it. And if you wanted to have some help in setting it up, well, it's not for free. Okay, it's not for free. So let's just be clear on that kasi I also took time to study this software. I'm no expert but kahit papaano, I know some basic functions of this software. Yun lang and mayong gabi sa tanan.